Happy New Year's, everyone. 2025. Just bought another Toyota. This Toyota is a 94 XCAF 5-speed. The guy that I bought it from, he doesn't know what's wrong with it because he got it from a trade, and that guy doesn't know what's wrong with it. So the last two owners have no clue what's wrong with it. It didn't have a battery, so let's go ahead and hook up the battery real quick and see if we can get it started. I just went ahead and bought a brand new battery. The oil looks dirty, doesn't look like there's any coolant, and everything's all here. So maybe something, maybe blown head gasket, or maybe a bad starter, maybe something very minor. But let's try to get it running and see what's going on. There's plenty of coolant, so it's not losing coolant or anything. But let me go get some tools and let's try to get this thing started. I'll show you guys some video here shortly. Fender's all rusted up, but for the most part it's good. So 2025, let's go, baby. Where's all my tools? Sorry, it's a mess here, guys. I'm doing an engine rebuild for another person, and lots of fun in this shop right now. So this blue truck, this 3.4 engine is from this blue truck here. This blue truck is not mine. This is a 3.4 swap truck already, but the engine is ticking, so I'm selling the owner my engine, one of my engine. We're still waiting for some parts on that engine, so that's the reason why it's on standby right now. So let me take this battery thing off. We don't need that yet. And let's put a fresh battery in there. See if we can get it going. I'll be shocked to see if it goes. Like I said, we have no record of anything on this truck. The frame isn't rusty like structural rust, but it is a bit rusty. It's a bit surface rust, and it is cold out here, guys. It's single digits today in Alaska. Oh, that's not even working. Let's just see if it works. Single digits. All right, start, baby. I want you to start. Let's see what happens. Okay, everything looks pretty good. So this is the truck right here. It's kind of nice. It has this little cover. Never seen that before, but pretty cool. It has power. This has the 456 5-speed 60/40 seat. 60/40 seats, and pretty cool. It's so cold out here that my camera might die. And it has a little nice head deck, which I'm not really a fan of, but oh well. All right, 182,000 miles. 182.2 miles. Let's start, baby. Oh, I just heard that. I just heard something pretty crazy. I think the raw bearings are seized up. This engine is seized up, guys. So the starter is not wanting to crank it no more. Let me try again. Oh yeah. Either the starter is bad or this motor is seized up. So what I need to do is I need to get a 19 mil crank bolt and try to turn the engine over by itself. And then if that's not it, then we can go ahead and replace the starter. But it sounds like the engine is locked up. Yep, so I don't want to force it. So it could be the starter, or the engine could be seized up. I'm hoping it's the starter. It's too cold, guys. I don't know if I want to do this, but let's get warm up real quick. Single digits in Alaska, 2025. It is just too cold, guys. I'm gonna call it quits on working on the truck here. Next week we're supposed to get a bit more warm weather, so I'll probably come mess around and see if it's the starter or not. But before I let you guys go, give you guys a quick walk around. So here we have it. This is my 92. You guys know the drill. And this is the 94. 94. Front bumper is kind of dinged up. I'm not worried about that. I have an extra bumper. Has the LED lights already. Pretty cool. Original radiator, completely stock 3.0. And like I said, when we did that first crank, it and then it seized. So I'm thinking this motor might be seized up. Who knows? Oil is pretty dark. Usually when the oil is that dark, like pitch black, something might be down there. So maybe it had a rod knock or something, and maybe the engine's not blown up, the block's not blown up or nothing like that. But the plan for this truck is, I don't really want to 3/4 swap this truck, because it's gonna require, you know, a typical 3/4 swap to make it decent. It's gonna be at least in the almost $4,000 to $5,000 range, and I don't want to put that much money in it. I think what I'm gonna do is try to either rebuild this motor or put another good running 3.0 in there, and we'll just keep it stock 3.0. So that's the plan for it. Non-AC, does have cruise control. This isn't the SR5 models, but it's still pretty nice. I think this is like they call it the deluxe model. So you can see here the fender's all rusted. Fender's all rusted. Way all the way down here. Thankfully the cab is still good. 235 15s. Frame is decent. Frames just has a lot of surface rust, but nothing structural. Whenever the frame gets to the point where it's structural rust, I automatically just go and part it out. And you can see here the frame is still worthy. It's still worthy. You know, once you pressure wash it, degrease it, and do some rust protection, it's good. So other than that, the door is good. SR5 doors, manual locks. The bed is nice. Only bad spot is a little bit rust here, and very common right here. It always rusts right there. If you guys have a nice bed right now that has the exhaust right here, I recommend you guys reroute your tailpipe, because I think the tailpipe creates a lot of heat and moisture, and that's why it's always rusted here. So if you still have a good bed and your tailpipe's like right here now, you guys might want to reroute your tailpipe so it doesn't do that in the future. You can see the frame's good. Like I said, it is a bit rusty, surface rusty, but nothing bad, guys. Still worth it. I'm gonna keep this cover on it. This is a NuttyNu cover, I think. And the reason I want to keep it on there, because I can store parts inside of the bed and keep it out of the elements. Has a decent back bumper. It's kind of bent right here, but I'm pretty sure I can hammer that back down. Original tailgate. This is the Nye Frontier. This is the original dealership in Alaska a couple years ago. And you can see here the license plate is 2020. So the last time this vehicle was registered was back in 2020. So I'm gonna assume that maybe this vehicle has been dead for 4 years or 3 years. Has a backup camera. We'll go ahead and delete all that. We don't need that. The tailgate opens, but sometimes the latches gets a bit sticky. So I'm gonna have to open up this tailgate and see what's going on in there. Oh, and the nice thing about this truck is that it did came with some fenders, some bushwhackers. So these fenders flares are these fender flares are bushwhackers. And the bushwhacker fender flares, this right here alone is like $350 online. So what I think the owner was gonna put those fender flares to cover up the fenders, and I might do that, or I might replace the fenders. We'll see. You can still get new fenders for fairly cheap online, and that's the truck right there. Like I said, a little bit rusted more than I want, but for the price that we pay, can't complain too much. All right, it's getting cold. Let's do a quick walk around. This side is still really nice on the bed, and you can see right here the bed's not rusted, because like I said, there's no exhaust right here, just a little bit right here at the mud flat. This side still has the chrome trim, and then all the other sides are all rusted out. So this is a nice color. My first Toyota was a 93, and it was this silver color. So I actually do like this silver color. Once you clean it up, it looks really nice, this metallic silver. And it even still has the original graphics on it. So that's it right there. And fenders as well. A lot of these fenders, they get rusted right here because dirt and water get in here, and they get hidden in this pocket, and people don't ever clean it. That's the reason why. You got to clean all that dirt and stuff, guys. And here's the front. Front looks pretty decent. Couldn't use a new refresh on the suspension, which I always do. So we're gonna keep this truck, and we're gonna bring her back to life, guys, because you guys know me. I love bringing these trucks back to life. These pickups, I don't want to kill these pickups. They're so rare already that they're getting rare and hard to find. So it's worth putting them back on the road. Manual door, gray interior. Seats look good. Just looks like the past owner were dog owners or pet owners, so it's a bit dirty. So couldn't use a little nice detail, but overall still really nice. This dashboard is like the 2-piece, so you see it has a 1-piece and a 2-piece, which is kind of cool. I don't really favorite anyone. Most of my vehicles are always the 1-piece. You can see right there, the headline is pretty good, except for that small rip right there, about a 2-inch rip on the back. And the back is still pretty good as well. Just needs a little vacuuming. And then also came with this. This is your full weight plug for the tow hitch. This is all plug and play. It goes into your tail light. So this is actually really nice to have. I have this already on my black Yoda, so that's good to have. That's like a $30-$40 harness. And then they have an aftermarket seat belt. So I don't know if they were gonna install this on the driver's side. I didn't check the condition of the driver's side, but I'm assuming they were gonna install that on the driver's side. But other than that, it just needs a little cleaning. 5-speed transmission, high gear, low gear. Pretty cool. Solid truck to keep alive. And I'm in the market right now. I'm searching in the market right now for new fenders. And I'll probably get new fenders and get them repainted. And then as far as body work, that's all I'm gonna do for body work. I have the front bumper ready. I have aftermarket used good shocks already. Ball joint, steering tie rod, idler arm. I have all that already. And then as far as baselining it, should be pretty easy. And then the main thing will just be getting this motor running, seeing what's wrong with this motor, or finding another 3-year-old motor for it. And that's pretty much it to get her going. And then I have some nice tires already. You guys remember the tires that I put on this truck, the 33 10.5 15s? Those will go onto this truck with no lift. Or if I want to, I can put a ball joint spacer lift in here while I'm at it. This truck will look really nice after some work, but it is just too cold right now to be working on it. So we need to finish that. We need to finish that 3.4 engine replacement, clean up the garage, and then we can pull this into the garage and start working on it probably next week, next month. So that's it right there. Everything looks good. The dashboard still looks amazing. 182,000 miles. That's nothing, guys. That's baby miles. Not even worrying about that. So 182,000 SR5 gauges. Really, really nice. This piece right here, you guys see this plastic piece? This piece here is the one that has no clock. So you can install the clock, and then I like that the AC button is like this. So on my truck, I have an AC delete, so I still have an AC button, but I want to get another piece like this where it doesn't have this right here. It has the fill plate already, so that's pretty cool. But this one doesn't have a clock. You can pop this out. This thing's been cut out already, so you can pop this out and then put the clock on it, and you'll be good to go. So this is dirty. This is broken, but I have extra, so I'm not worried about that. But overall, guys, I'm pretty stoked, man. This will be our first truck for the year. Oh, this is a window breaker right here. You gotta be careful with that. So this is used to break the windows, and that's used to cut the seat belt in case of an emergency. So yeah, this is gonna be our 2025 first Toyota pickup rescue. We're gonna rescue this truck, put some love into it. Like I said, we're not gonna 3/4 swap it because it's just gonna cost too much, and we're probably just gonna get this truck up and running, up and rescue, and then pass it down to another person to enjoy it. So hope you guys enjoy. I'll catch you guys next time.